Don't ruin the game, KOC. You're changing the kickoff already.
You don't want tackling.
KOC's getting booed over here.
Yeah. Oh, he's getting, yes.
Oh, no.
Yes. Booing his ass out of town. Couple Rams guys. Ladies and gentlemen, head coach of the Atlanta Falcons. Player favorite.
Yep.
Fan favorite.
Yep.
Coach favorite.
Right.
Ladies and gentlemen, Raheem Morris.
Hey, Pat, I'm not going to sit down, man. I'm going to stand up like you.
Come on, coach.
You're not going to intimidate me this whole time with the guns out. You know?
Hey, I have been alphaing, guys. Hey,
what's going on, man? What's up, Coach?
That's Tone, Ty, Connor. We're lucky to have you. Hey, when you got named head coach of the Falcons, I don't think your name was necessarily circulating as the next head coach, but then as soon as you get announced, every player that's ever played for you is like, yup, love this guy. Even the Falcons were like, thank God he's back, showing videos of you dancing from old practices at the Falcons. Are you just ultimate energy guy? Like, how would you describe yourself for maybe people that don't know the Raheem Morris coaching style?
I don't know.
People love you, dude.
Yeah.
Hey, people love you.
I'm just me, you know, Pat, and like looks like you, no different, like who you are and what you do. You bring constant energy every day, and it's one of those things. It's just like I try to match the energy in the room, bring a little bit, add some things to it. And it's really a lot of fun to be able to go back to Atlanta, to the people that you've been around and know exactly who you are. I'm going to take this corny tag off for you.
Yeah, you did look amateur. They were saying it.
It was, David Bassett usually handles that, but he kind of messed up. I looked at the television.
Come on!
Bassett.
Hey, figure it out, Bassett.
I call Bassett out all the time.
You got a
guys.
suit back there. Let's figure it out.
Candy.
Fast man.
But just big time energy. You know what I mean, Pat? Like it's a lot of fun going back into a room that got the juice and they know exactly who you are. You know, I didn't have to go through the stuff of learning who the owner is. I know exactly who Mr. Blank is, and he knows exactly who I am. So to be able to put dance videos, things of that nature is pretty cool.
Okay, so let's talk about the big move. A lot of money, new quarterback. Kirko changes in town. Mm-hmm. How do we feel about it? Why was he the guy, you think, for not only you getting your head coaching start back there, but why is he the guy for Atlanta?
A lot of different reasons, you know. Familiar systems. We just talked to Kevin, and you know how much respect I have.
How much
Kevin.
you guys know? You guys know each other?
Oh, we only won a Super Bowl together. That's all.
Hey, that's why he's got that watch.
So we a lot of familiar system, a lot of the core common beliefs, a lot of commonalities with that. I knew Kurt from when he was a rookie, when I was in D.C. with those guys, and Sean coached him. And so going way back to
Kyle, you were a part of that?
Oh, going way back to Kyle Shanahan, and I was there with that. So, I mean, you're talking about a deep history where I've always been the nosy secondary coach that went into that room and talked to those guys and was able to sit down when RG3 was running the show. Kurt was the backup in the background studying to his op. He got his op, and then we all know what happened after that. But I've been around this guy for a very long time, had a real familiarity with his ability to do what he can do. And I just thought it was an outstanding match for us. And we uncovered a lot of stones. We checked all the boxes. We went through a couple of people because if you're as old as I am, you get a chance. I'm not 39 like you guys, but if you get as old as I am, you get a chance to coach with people. I know.
I'm 36. Yeah, but my face, you're looking at it. I see it. I need to look.
No.
I've been through a lot.
With the new kickoff rule passing, you're coming back.
We like it or we hate it?
We need guys that can tackle.
What are you doing? What are you doing with that? You
so
kicking it out?
It's going to be, you got to realize, it's going to be a little bit unknown for everybody, right? So
first few weeks, we're figuring it out.
Yeah, you don't have to figure out. It's going to be a fill-out process, but you have to bring a few out to see what that thing, what it looks like, right? Yeah. Nobody knows, right? The only clear model, close model you got is the XFL, and it's a little bit different. It's a little bit tweaked, man. You had 32 special team coaches all get together and come up with the best ways to do things, and we got to believe those things when that happens, and it's like, let's go find out what happened. We want to bring the play back. So
there's no 4-2s in the XFL, though. There's no 4-2s.
No.
That was like the big thing with the XFL returns, and we have one that actually went back for a house. It was a reverse. Guy tossed the ball. You end up reverse. Yeah, here we go.
Oh.
So this was actually a touchdown. I don't know how many of them there were in the XFL.
Looks like practice.
But it's a practice drill. This is a practice kickoff drill that is now going to be the thing, but there's chances to be creative. There's reasoning for special teams players. Special teams coaches can still do their thing. I was out on it for a long time, but then whenever I was basically told, like, hey, we got to figure something out, save the play, I'm in on it. I think it's going to be good, and I'm excited to see how you guys handle it.
You know, Pat, it's funny when you look at the play because we haven't seen it so long in the NFL. You know, you had this, when you look at the stats and what's happening, right? You had 13 kickoffs in the Super Bowl, and not one came out, right? And you have all of the stats that happened. They went from 80% in the 90s to 20%. And that's not what the rule was intent to do. It was for player safety to get it down, to cut it down a little bit. So I'm all in to see what it looks like. It's a little scary for probably coaches because we're going to have to figure it out in the run a little bit.
Oh, my God. Because a house call can happen.
Oh, yeah.
It's one line. Everybody is at one line.
And, the people that fought it really, it was about, you don't want the unknown to determine the game. And there's some truth to that.
Yeah.
But at the same time, there's been so many rules that's come about, and the game has gone such a major push to doing the right thing and getting things the right way. I'm fired up about it. To be honest.
AJ's got a question for you, Coach.
Obviously, you've been a head coach in the league before, Tampa
Yes.
Bay.
Are you tired? Do you want to sit down?
No. First of all, I'm an outwork pack all day standing up over here.
Okay.
You may go swim in Indy. I've heard about that. So
Allegedly.
Whoa.
Hey,
it is what it is.
Hey, cops had their story.
Hey, I don't know anything about cops. I'm just saying that the bystanders, the friends, I am not snitching.
There's a police report. That's their story. They got theirs, whatever.
Yeah, I guess going back to you as a head coach with Tampa Bay, now becoming head coach again, I guess what have you learned? How are you different as a coach? And second part of that, though, completely unrelated almost, what do you think of the hip drop tackle situation?
Okay, let's go to the first question first. The differences are really clear and obvious. Having the ability to do that for the first time, you have no idea what you're doing, right? You got this youthful arrogance, right? I'm 32 years old. Hey, you're in charge of these guys, right? Go out there and get it.
32?
So
Right?
young.
32 years old. And what you do is you go out there and you try to do whatever you can to win, right? Good enough. Man, I made it, right? This is it.
Yeah.
I'm him, right?
Rahim Morris.
Not so fast, right?
Okay,
And you get a little bit of reality check. And then I think I've spent the last year since that's happened in 2000. I'm grateful for what the Glazers did for me, give me the opportunity so early. But I think I spent the last years really just learning and detailing my work and being around great coaches that I want to be around. I talked about Mike Shanahan, having an opportunity to go there with him and see a two-time Super Bowl champion, Hall of Fame potential coach that showed you the way and gave me the ops to be on offense and defense and all over the place, special teams. And then I was with Jay Gruden. I got a chance to be around another offensive mind and to be around him from a head coaching standpoint and show his leadership and do some of the things that he was able to do. And then bounce forward, go with Dan Quinn, who I had worked with when I was in college, and he was able to do some of those things and brought some of the toughness and some of the things out of me. Got the opportunity to take over for Dan Quinn and become an interim head coach, get a rep at that, and then boom, you end up in LA and you're with Sean McVay. And now you're on that coaching tree. If you touch him, you get a head coaching job. So you do that. You win a championship.
Yeah.
You go through a little bit of struggle. You fight back. You get a young football team where nobody's got any expectations for you because I heard you guys down to me.
No.
No.
All of a sudden,
No, we've been saying Rahim. Rahim.
that was after.
That's what we've been saying. That's what we've been saying this whole time.
I'm just kidding, man. But you get a chance to get a young team and you get back in the playoffs with those guys, and it's like, man, let's go to work, man. And then your opportunity pops up and happens to be in the places you're familiar with, like Atlanta. And it's like, man, let's go to work. Let's go win for this city. Let's go do what we got to do in the right way.
Tone's got a question.
I'm sorry I'm taking over your show.
No. This is good. I just want to make sure you get everything in. Because, hey, you are awesome. I did not expect this at all.
Nope.
The fact that you know our show exists, really cool.
Yep, very cool.
What are you talking about, man? I was watching this thing when you guys were in the basement of your house.
Look at that.
This is,
Rahim!
Day one.
Rahim!
this is about that life. And where's the corner that played with you guys that's not here?
D-Butt.
Where is he?
Well, he's spring break with his kids.
Hey, by the
He's
way,
been off 3 weeks straight.
Yeah.
This
I don't
guy.
know if you know Kelton, but he needs to be out here on a full-time basis on this show. He's the mouth of the South. We just had it out in the back. It is unbelievable.
Have you seen? So
Let me tell you something. I had more fun in the back than almost as much fun.
Whoa.
I'm just telling you.
We had a good break here. Man, this is a good show.
Yeah.
We hated this. Jeez Louise.
Just throwing it out there.
It's all right. I mean, we'll try to lift our game a little bit. Did you see what The Rock did to Cody Rhodes last night?
I did not.
God, you don't want to know.
Last question here. We got about a minute for a hard out,
Yeah,
Coach.
do you feel bad? The internet, and I've seen some rumors, maybe from the rumor mill, that you forced Aaron Donald to retire because you left LA and he didn't want to play under anyone else.
No, that is not
Thanks
the
a lot.
case.
You robbed him of us.
And, Aaron,
Oh.
let's just have that moment of
Pittsburgh
silence
guy.
for him. But
Hey, hell of a career.
he is a stud of all studs. He's a man of his word. He talked to LA. I thought the most impressive thing about it was, like, a lot of people had the sense that this was going to happen, and not one person uttered it.
Yeah.
That was the part about Billy.
Yeah.
And that is a sign of respect, as you know, from everywhere. Because people can't wait this now to be the breaking news, to be that guy. And it was a completely respect-driven thing for Aaron to let him do it the way he needed to and wanted to, because he deserved that.
We appreciate the hell out of you. Head coach of the Atlanta Falcons, Rahim